You come a waltzing, Matilda, with me. Bow to your partner, one alum and lift that corner girl, and a grand old right and left neath the coolabah tree. And you meet your little old honey promenade, the girl you go to by two.
Okay, yes, today we are sitting here with Isaac from Aussiebar. And can you start by tell us a little about your background?
Yeah, I grew up in New Zealand, and I spent most of my time in the South Island, and then I left school and moved up north, and I joined the Navy actually. So we volunteer, so we don't have to do it like you guys.
I see, yes.
So I joined the Navy, and I spent my first stint. I spent 6 years in the Navy.
Okay.
And then I decided to come over to Finland to see my brother. And then he lived in Helsinki, fell in love with a Finnish lady.
I see.
So
yes.
I met him, and then came here for a year, and then I went back to New Zealand, and I was working for the police for 2 years. So I trained the police in small arms and taser and handcuffing and self-defense and ground fighting.
Okay, yes.
So that was my specialty there, and then after that I went to England teaching for a couple of years. I was teaching like troubled youth in England, in London, and then I moved back to New Zealand where I joined the military again. I went and worked for the army for 2 years with a troubled youth program.
I see,
So I did that for 2 years, and then I came to sunny Finland in 2011, and I moved here and called it home. So I've been living in Turku since.
I see, yeah, for quite some years now.
Yeah, about six years now.
Yes.
6 years.
Do you like it here?
Yeah, I love it. I think if I didn't like it, I wouldn't be here.
Oh, that's
So
true, yes.
I mean, I didn't move here for love, so
No.
I chose to be here. But I think every country's got its own problems.
Yes.
But no, I love it here. Yeah.
Yes. And what do you think of the general business climate here in Turku? Is it good?
Yeah, it's all right. It struggles. I think it's a really seasonal town or city.
Yes.
But I think it's got potential, but it's just really hard. It's hard when you see the growth of Helsinki. Helsinki just goes and goes and goes.
Yes.
And then you come here and you're trying to start something, but to try and change that culture of Turku is really hard.
I see. So what would you define the culture in Turku?
I think it's much more energetic in the summer than the rest of the country. But I think just in the winter, I think everyone just hides. It's people.
Yes.
I think people. I don't know whether it's because we're a summer cottage, city, or whether we're so involved with the islands or whatever. But it just seems like there's no one around in the winter.
Yes, I see.
So you can walk the main street on a Thursday night and see nobody.
Yes.
So
Yes. And is it easy to find personnel to work here?
yes and no. It's we don't have such a big tourist sort of population travelling through. Whereas in Helsinki, when I was managing my brother's bar in Helsinki, you're finding so many Aussies and South Africans and Kiwis. Whereas in Turku, you get a mix of people. It's from all over, so you have to try and adapt and overcome, and try and blend them into your. We sort of look at the staff as family, and the more you can get them into that culture, the more they can understand the concept.
Yes, I see. So. Yes. And what about the bureaucracy? Has it been tricky?
Yeah, I often say that I love Turku itself. I think some of the business decisions or restrictions, I could put down the big R word of racist, but I think as soon as you don't speak Finnish or Swedish, it feels like that to me. I know it's not, because I know the legal restrictions behind it.
Yes.
But even trying to get help from the alcohol board, you ring them up, and he's like Finnish or Swedish, and you're like, but I know you speak English. I just need help sometimes.
I see. Yes.
And they're not willing to give it. So it gets frustrating, but I respect that I'm in Finland. I'm in your guys' country, and it's never going to be easy. But it does get hard. It gets a little bit demoralizing sometimes.
I see. Yes.
It gets frustrating for my manager and stuff.
Yes.
So yeah, it has its ups and downs.
Yeah, could you give some concrete example of this?
Yeah, I would say that just the other day, I'm not going to mention names, but I rang up the alcohol company and said I need to renew my license.
Yes.
And I feel like other cities like Tampere, I ring up and that they're willing to help me. But if I ring a certain guy at the city here, he's not willing to know about it unless it's in Finnish or Swedish.
I see.
So then I get my manager who speaks Swedish,
yes.
and he still doesn't want to talk. He wants to speak Finnish.
Okay.
So there's been times, you know, I went up there in 2011.
Yes.
My brother and I, we took a translator.
Yes.
And we said, "Do you speak English?" He goes, "Finnish or Swedish." When we left the meeting, we said, "Would you like us to leave the door closed?" He turned around and said, "Leave the door closed, please." So you know he speaks English.
I see.
So
yes.
it's the frustrating. It's not like I'm going to court or anything like that.
No.
And I can respect the court system, Finnish or Swedish, and all that. But when you're trying to get help to progress your business, this business pays about 300,000 euros of tax a year.
Okay.
Heads wheel around, do a right and a left through. Come on, let's cross trail through, pal.
And you can't get someone who's helping you.
Yeah.
It seems like
that's weird. Yes.
So that's hard, but that's life.
Yes. So, well, how many people did you employ during the season?
This year I have 28 staff.
28. Yeah.
So, you know, I'm giving 28 people jobs,
yes.
and I'm paying my taxes, and
very good.
I struggle to get the support from the city or the city officials. So
I see.
That's hard for me.
Yes. So, how was the process to get the permits to start this whole thing? Did that go?
Oh, that was real smooth. No, quite the opposite. I think when we built the new bar, there was a lot of bureaucracy there, just with the restrictions, and I think I understand it.
Yes.
It wasn't hard to accept it, but I understand it. You know, other bars have applied for terrace licenses and stuff like that, and it's taken them years. And then all of a sudden, we decide to build a new boat, and it happens like that. So I do understand people's reaction and stuff like that, but I think the city has to remember, or the people of the city have to remember, that I only rent the boat. The boat's not mine.
I see.
So the boat, I have a landlord.
I see.
And yet most of this discrimination and stuff came against me as an Aussiebar, whereas it's not my boat. So if I moved into the building in the city square, just because I put my bar there doesn't mean it's my building.
No.
So that was really hard and damaging on my morale.
I see.
Really quite depressing time when we were building the new boat.
Yes.
But I pulled through it. You know, it was just one of those things. Yeah.
I see. Yeah. And what kind of services did you need from the city of Turku?
What do you mean in regards to?
I mean, maybe some planning or.
Yeah, I think some people in the city were really helpful. Like there are people in the city that want to see change, want to see evolution for Turku.
Yes.
And then you've got some people that just want to be stuck in the same path, the same. Let's not have change. Let's not, and that's politics. That's why you have political parties.
Yes.
You know, you've got the True Finn Party. Let's not mention them. Then you've got you know, Democrats and stuff like that. So that's what makes it so great to have such, you know, variety.
Yes.
But you do notice those people who want to help, and you notice people that don't want to help. So, So yeah, it was the services. It's sometimes hard.
I see. Yes. So when you built the boat, how was that?
I think mentioned about building the boat. It's I was a big part of it. Like, I mean, it was a new boat, so we were able to design a little bit of it to fit our business, because we were the first tenant.
Yes.
So, you know, I signed a 10-year lease with the boat landlord.
Yes.
So he also wanted to work around me, because he wouldn't have built the boat unless I was moving in with such a good contract.
Yeah, no.
So the concept itself, Aussiebar, works here in Turku. I was lucky to have ex-business partner, now landlord, to come on board and give me a very free range of what I wanted to do inside. But the actual build of the boat, was approved by the city and was
Yes.
approved by the landlord. So really, it had nothing to do with Aussiebar.
Aha, I see, yes. So, and what kind of services have you utilized from other business? Or do you have any business partners? Or
Yeah, my brother's my business partner,
Okay.
and he started the concept of Aussiebar.
Yes.
But I mean, we try to use. I back home we have a very we have good relationships with other businesses, and here in Turku I use a business M Room. It's
Yes.
it's a barber, men's barber,
Yes.
and we do a little bit of advertising with them, and they do advertising here. So we try and work with them.
Yes.
Alexia Gym, you know, we work
Yes.
with them. Sarastonbari, it's the Scandinavian Swedish sort of bar over the other side of town. We like to get these relationships going.
Yes.
And then you've got some big chains that don't want to be part of that, and I don't blame them, and I wouldn't want to be part of that. But it's nice to get the small businesses together
Absolutely.
to stand strong.
Yes.
And if people could do that, it would be really good.
Yes.
So yeah, I think the other businesses we try to utilize are like, you know, Morrison's is a great little place, even though it's got a chain in Helsinki as well.
Yes.
Super Park, you know, we take the staff to Super Park and we
Yes.
get a little bit of a discount there, and when they come here they get a bit of a discount, and
I see.
you know,
Yes.
so it's a little bit of a coalition, so that's
Absolutely,
good
yeah.
to stick together.
Yes, great. Yeah. And what is good about Turku and what
Oh.
could be improved?
I love Turku,
Yeah.
mate. Like, yeah, I couldn't think of a better city to be in. Like, I come from the most beautiful country in the world, and I still choose to live in Turku. So,
Yeah.
you know, that tells me something about Turku. I love the river. They could drench it out and clean it,
Yes.
but no, I think the city of Turku is great. Improving it, you know, I just think that, you know, somehow the city or the government or something could help smaller businesses. You know, I think that you've got some of the biggest buildings empty here in Turku. You know, Amarilo closed, and the coffee house, and you've got buildings inside your actual city infrastructure
Yes.
they're vacant.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
and
yeah,
that
yeah.
shouldn't happen.
No,
and that's, I think that just comes down to Finland in general, that if you own a business, you're never actually going to be wealthy because you get raped and pillaged of tax.
Yes.
So, you know, just somehow to help these small businesses, because I mean, I'm still classed as a small business. I'm a sole entrepreneur, but I think just to help new and younger entrepreneurs, so then they could open a little clothing shop or a little boutique store or something like that, because
Yes.
the rent's really high,
Yes.
and taxes are high, so people aren't being innovative to start something new. So
I see, yeah.
I think that's the only way to improve Turku would be, you know, I think the train system to Helsinki and all that's really good. Public transport's good. I think the roads are clean. I'm a little bit concerned about the theatre taking 20 years to build.
Yeah.
But no, I think in general Turku runs pretty well.
Yes.
But I just think it's sad to see empty places. It's hard to see bars not open on a Sunday, Monday,
Yeah.
because we don't have. There's no what's the word, subsidy, or there's no support or anything help for people to have that innovation.
I see.
So-
You think maybe there would need to be more people in the city?
Not so much. I mean, I
downtown,
think we've got 140,000
Yeah.
or something like that. In 2014, I think there was 140,000.
Yes.
Plus the outer skirts, Raisio and Karana and stuff. I think the population's not the problem. I think it's just not ascertainable to start something new.
I see. Yes.
So I mean, I've got staff that work for me that would love to start something as simple as a carvery, you know, like a roast food store. You know, but he can't go and start that because to rent a place is costing you 5,000 euros a month.
Oh, that's a lot.
So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
that's some sales.
you can't comprehend that when you're trying to start a business from nothing.
Yeah,
So
I see. I see.
it's something that I would love the city to support the new entrepreneurs with, really.
Yeah, I see. Good idea there. And do you have any advice for other people wanting to start their own business here in Turku?
Yeah, I think you just got to have the courage. I think there's so many students going to business school and all that. I just say, if you've got an idea, just run and jump.
I
Because
see.
I moved from a different country, don't speak the language, and I took a lot of courage and a lot of, I would say, kahunas
yes.
to take that jump, and it's a big risk.
Yes.
But if you work hard at it and you want it to happen and you want it to succeed, you'll make it happen.
Yes.
So, if we could get help from the city or something like that, then it would be even better.
Yes.
And just support and maybe just people more willing and understanding to help you start up. And I know there's consulting businesses, a good consulting business that I talk to quite a lot is Smart Butlers. So they've got a consulting company to start up businesses and stuff like that.
I see,
and Smart Butlers, to go to somewhere like that's great.
Yes.
But it would also be nice for city officials to guide you in the right track.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Rather than just ringing them up, hey, what do I need to do here? You need to apply for this. So it's it would be nicer to have some advice or something
yes,
like that.
more, yes. And if you could wish anything for your business, just anything, it does not have to be realistic, just
for my business, sorry, just some anything considerate for my business. Yeah, I would just say for people to be a little bit more open-minded. I do get maybe 20 or 30, maybe more % of the population against what I'm doing, as a foreign business, and people still come into this bar and say, why don't you speak Finnish? And it's like, okay, I'm paying your taxes, I'm helping your education system. I'm not even going to mention what shop I am, but I'm not another shop that's a foreigner that's not paying taxes, and that's, I'm not here to rip off the city or the, you've only got to look at my tax breakdown, and as an individual, I don't have a lot of money, and so I'm actually helping more people than helping myself. If people had a more open mind and understanding of the whole logistics of it, it would make, I think, a lot of my staff more at ease too, because sometimes it's hard to be associated with a foreign place. So that would be just if something special could happen, it would be that people are more open-minded and understanding.
I see. Yes. Well, that's something for us all to think of in the future.
Yeah, man.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, man. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Alabama left with a corner girl, come back and promenade home Matilda with glee. And he sang as he watched, and he waited till his Billy boy. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Well, the head's up and back, cross trail through. You better turn right back. Let's square through halfway around the ring with me, Angel. Alabama